Hi there, this is Dave Bensman with Bensman Home Computer Repair, and today I'd like to talk about what to do if your internet is slow. The first thing that I would do if I had slow internet in my house is I would take my phone or my laptop in the same room as my internet device, the router, the gateway that either you've purchased or is being provided by your internet service provider. I would take my phone or a laptop in the same room as that device, and I would run a speed test. And the way that you run a speed test is you open a browser, and if you don't have it bookmarked, you can just Google speed test, and then you're looking for a speed test by Ookla, and you click on that, and then you're going to see this guy pop up, and you just click on go and give it a sec. And any second now, it should start testing the speed. There it goes. If you're in the same room as your gateway, and it should be giving you the same amount of speed, or maybe even a little more, as what you're paying for. So if you're paying for, in this case, 300 megs down, you should be getting 300 megs down if you're wired to the gateway. In other words, if you've hooked an Ethernet cable up from a computer to your gateway, that's what you should be getting. Now, wireless, you may be getting a little less. You might even be getting half, but it should be pretty close to what your wired connection is if you're in the same room. Now, the further you move away from that gateway, if you're at the other end of the house, maybe separated by a bunch of interior walls, it may slow down. And if it does slow down, if it's super fast when you're standing next to the gateway, but slow when you're in another room far away, that's just going to be what it is. It's the walls in your house that are causing your issue, especially if it occurs with multiple devices, different computers and phones. And if that's the case, I would recommend a mesh network. And yesterday I hooked up one of these. You can get them off of Amazon or from any big box store, really. And they're really good. We hooked it up, and one of the devices hooks into the gateway, and the other go in different rooms around the house. They create little web zones, internet zones, and they work together to eliminate dead zones in your house. So I highly recommend that. If your internet is slow in rooms far away from your gateway and fast when you're standing right next to your gateway, that's what I would recommend to resolve it. Now, if you are getting a slow speed when you're far away from the gateway, but also when you're next to the gateway, then that's going to be a different issue, and that could be your gateway itself could have problems. It could be old. If it's older than 4 or 5 years, you may need to update it, get a new one. You may need to call your internet service provider and have them provide a new one. If, on the other hand, they say, no, your internet, your gateway is really only like a year or two old, it's pretty up to date. Ask them whether there's an issue on their end. There may be something that, a problem they're having, either with your home or your neighborhood. Ask them if there's any equipment that's outside of your house that needs to be checked. They may elect to send a technician out to make sure that all of the wiring outside of your house is working properly. And if they say everything is fine, then you want to make sure whether this slowness is affecting just one computer or multiples. So if you have a phone and a laptop right next to your gateway and both of them are slow, it's not going to be a device issue. It's not going to be an operating system or malware or a driver or anything like that. But if you have a phone and a laptop and you're sitting right next to your gateway, and let's say, for instance, your phone is super fast, it's giving you exactly what speed you should be getting, but your computer is not, then you got a problem with that computer specifically. And one of the things that you might want to do is try uninstalling and reinstalling your network driver to resolve that. and then check your internet again and see if it works better. If it doesn't, you may have malware. You can run an antivirus. You may have an issue with your operating system, and you may need to uninstall it and reinstall it if it's particularly bad. Generally, on a very old computer, sometimes the operating system can get out of whack and can cause problems. But that is basically how we determine what the source or the root cause of slow internet is. And if you have any other questions about that, and you happen to live in the Memphis, Cordova, Bartlett, Germantown, Oakland, Arlington, Collierville, or Millington, Tennessee area, and you need computer help, all you have to do is call me, Dave Bensman, Bensman Home Computer Repair. I provide computer repair assistance in your home while you wait, and would be happy to come out and sort out whatever issues you have. So in the meantime, stay safe and have a good day.